What are you doing here? Guys, Wattpad is out of control. If you don't know what Wattpad is, it's this website where anybody can upload any kind of story that they wrote on there. It seems innocent enough, right? You know, fine, but it's not. It's not. The way I see it, it's like TikTok for writing. It's like anybody can get their 5 minutes of fame on this website when they really don't deserve it, man. These people do not deserve to be professionally found writers, but everybody gets their little chance on this website. So for me, my introduction to Wattpad was back in like middle school, whenever I would hear about these, you know, erotic stories on Wattpad of like fan fictions, anything from like the Vampire Diaries, which is like, you know, whatever, fine, but then to shit like My Little Pony. There does not need to be any erotica of My Little Pony, bro. Okay, so we got Pleasuring Adventures, a sexy My Little Pony clopfic that will make you squirm reading it. Join Twilight Sparkle and Rainbow Dash in hot, pleasuring fun. Read to see the other two ponies that will appear in one of the best clopfics you'll ever read. I don't know what a clopfic is, guys. I'm gonna be real. This is the first time I've ever seen this word before. Clopfic meaning. Oh, it's it's just for My Little Pony. That's all it, what the fuck? That's all it is. The shit I Google for you guys. All right, there's only one part. There's only one page of this story, and it's pretty good, guys. It's pretty cool. Let's just say that I never thought I would ever read a story about a pony's but I've done it. She suddenly licks Twilight's then takes it in her mouth and begins to suck on it. Twilight moans again. The sound is sweet to Rainbow's ears. Rainbow probes Twilight with her tongue and licks the insides of her. What the fuck am I reading? Okay, but that's not the point of this video. Okay, you saw the title. I'm reading horror stories on here because no matter how gross this is, you know, at least it's kind of well written, right? Wait, actually, hold up. Wait, can I even say that? How old are these characters, bro? Ow! Oh, okay, no. Okay, I'm off this. I'm getting off this. Okay, guys, don't look that up. It might be illegal. Okay. But the point of this video is to look at the awful, terrible, no good horror stories that are on Wattpad. It's like, you know how r/Nosleep has like moderators that kind of like go through and make sure that every story is at least, you know, it's like okay. Wattpad is like that, but without the moderators, and if it was like only middle schoolers who wrote on it. I was scrolling the other day and I found this one story called Dead They Are Haunting the Cemetery. And you know it's good because it has absolutely no cover art. A group of teenagers went to go play Pokemon Go at cemetery. Before they knew it, it was already dark and the streetlights came on. There's nothing scarier than when the streetlights come on at night. Oh, never mind guys, I'm not scared anymore. It says, but what happens in the story is really fun. Okay, so I'm excited. So the story starts off with a few middle schoolers getting off the bus. And remember right here, in this part, it says a few because the fact that there are multiple teenagers getting off the bus will come up later, okay? So don't forget that. Then we meet a kid named Ezra, who is a kid with baggy pants and I quote, an ID in his pocket bus cut kind of person. So what I'm getting from this is that either I would be in his pocket on the bus, or he carries his ID with him to get on the bus as a middle schooler, but it does say cut, so either way I know that this guy does self. Editor, you might want to cut out and clip from earlier. Those might not be good words to put on YouTube. Okay, so then basically this Ezra kid pulls out his huge phone, which I don't fucking know why they put huge phone in here. What the fuck is a huge phone? Hello? Oh fuck, hello? Okay, so on his huge phone, Ezra calls this kid named Kason, who apparently was listening to cringe music. Fucking loser. And he asks him if he wants to hang out after 2 months. Hey, do you want to hang out after 2 months? Yeah, man. 2 months. All right. Time to watch Skibidi Toilet. Okay, so the actual writing here, you know, is obviously kind of shit, but what I'm getting from this is Ezra and this fucking other guy, what's his name again? Fucking Casey? Is that his name? Kason. They haven't seen each other in 2 months and they decide to hang out again, so they go play Pokemon Go together and they want to go to a cemetery, and then they also bring Bailey and Catherine, 2 new characters. And then Kason walks miles and miles in only 10 minutes somehow, which is, you know, kind of impressive, and he gets to Ezra's house. At Ezra's house we meet Bailey, who has orange hair and lots of freckles, and also Catherine, who is and quote unquote, again I'm quoting this, a tall girl with fat lips. Okay, I don't know guys, I mean I was hating on this writer earlier, but low-key he knows how to make a character memorable. You know, the imagery here is insane. And then they all walk to the cemetery to play Pokemon Go, where horrors await, and that is the end of part 1. Now if you thought the story was bad so far, it's okay, because Book Promoter 2024 is here to give some advice that will apparently basically help you expand your audience, raise sales, and improve your market presence. Thank God it's only $50. Dude, I love that this is the only comment under this story. Oh, also, remember whenever I told you that you had to remember that there were like other kids getting off the bus because this part used an entire 5% of its words to tell you that? I was just lying because it doesn't ever come up again and it makes no sense. But did I get you? Did I get you? Editor, by the way, this is my first time trying to be funny in a video, so don't make fun of me. So they get immediately bored of playing Pokemon Go because who can blame them? And then they sit on a bench that says, "in loving memory of Court." And the next line reminds me of those like cat videos on Instagram where it's like, "scariest stories, try not to get scared." Because it says literally, quote, "little did they know that was a huge mistake later on." So then apparently an invisible spirit like wakes up, and he also has yellow eyes even though he's invisible, because that makes sense. But then this ghost is pissed that these kids are sitting on his like bench or whatever, so he fucks with their Pokemon Go, like he starts like swiping on their phones to fuck with them. And the ghost also makes these like gusts of wind, which apparently is a superpower that ghosts have I didn't know about. But then the kids, they get scared because one of them is like, "oh my god, but my phone says it's supposed to be sunny today. Why is it windy?" So the kids get scared and shit at that, but then it gets even worse, okay? Because keep in mind, they have all their families have a rule where they all have to be home before the street lights are on, okay? And then the ghost, I guess, I don't know how he knows that they have that rule. Like, I mean, I don't know, ghosts in this universe just have fucking weird random powers, but he goes into the powerhouse and turns on the lights of the cemetery to scare the kids. Now they try to get out, but something's blocking their way. No, they can't get out. And this is the end of this part. I don't know what's gonna happen next, guys. I'm just gonna sit here and refresh the page every single minute until the new part is out.
2 months later.
Oh, hey, it's out. Okay, the third part of the story is where I start thinking that it has to be kind of a joke, at least a little bit, right? And this one's kind of short, so I'm just gonna read it to you. This is the shortest one yet. It's like fucking hilarious, but listen to this. "What?" Catherine said. "Why can't we get out?" Ezra said. "Who goes there?" said a mysterious voice. "What is that?" Bailey said, shaking. I'm a ghost," said the ghost. All the teenagers ran away, trying so hard to find an exit to escape, but no exit was anywhere to be seen. Then 4 other ghosts came out of their graves. This time the kids could see them. They were paralyzed from fear, looking at the black and white, dark and brown ghosts with yellow and red eyes. "Sit on our friend's grave, mate," said the first ghost. "We must teach you kids a lesson," said the second ghost. "Run!" yelled all the teenagers, but the gates were blocked and locked. They had to solve puzzles to get out of the cemetery, while 4 ghosts were chasing them. This literally reads like those fucking cat videos on Instagram, bro. Like that one where it's like evil Larry. Like, look at this shit. Okay, I think the writer got bored at this point because this is the entirety of part 4. Like, look at this. I'm really done with this story. I'm just gonna summarize the rest of it, guys. I'm done with this shit. So all the kids' phones fall out of their back pockets, apparently, and the ghosts all have a special power where they can turn the kids' phones off and hack into them and curse them. And by the way, that is a direct quote from the story. Here's proof. So they have to smash all their phones, which they think the best way to do this is for them all to split up for some reason. So they all go their separate ways, and we get told in one singular sentence that they all die except for Kaysen. Now that Kaysen's the only one left alive, I'm just gonna read directly from the story because I don't know how to explain this shit. I'm gonna be real. I don't know how to explain this shit. There was a powerhouse and a water storage room for the canal that was nearby. The only way to unlock it was a key. "A key! I need a key," said Kaysen. "Let's play, Kaysen," said a ghost. Kaysen then ran till the ghost faded away. He looked everywhere but couldn't find it till he stumbled upon a shovel. He grabbed the shovel and digged in the dirt piles. He then found a chest that had a key inside. He then took the key and opened the warehouse. And there he saw a bucket and a rake. The rake? He then remembered that there was a campfire the ghost started a little ways away. He took his bucket of water and put it out. Inside the wood of the campfire was a penny? A penny? He had no idea what to do with the penny. He then thinks he saw a gumball machine inside the warehouse. He then puts the penny in there and out comes a capsule. Then the capsule had a tiny wire inside. He then put that inside the wire in the fuse box and then the boiler started running. The water in the canal started to drain. He then saw a phone he couldn't reach on top of the boiler. He then grabbed the rake and took it down. Now 1 out of the 4 phones was retrieved. Holy fuck. Now I am so sorry to all the fans of the story out there, because as of today, November 29th, 2024, this is the last part to the story. What happened to the rest of their phones? There's 3 phones left.